It's our first show-stopping doorbuster of the hour. Hopefully you're going to stay up late with us tonight. We have an amazing offer to get started with. If you are looking to up the ante with the power and the performance of all your devices, all of your gadgets and gizmos in your home, you need a new router. We have our most powerful TP-Link, but for our doorbuster, we are including a range extender at no additional charge. Folks, this is normally by itself. Joe, how much will we be looking at?
$40 just for the range extender.
You get it included tonight. So this plus this for $99. We're gonna talk about this because Mr. Joe Harrison, you come with important information.
Yes.
It's not maybe the most exciting thing to look at,
right,
but the results, that's what makes it exciting.
It's a huge deal because so many of us, especially this time of the year, we're gonna end up buying so many extra electronics and adding them to our house, and so many things now connect via our router. And unfortunately, the most common router in America is 5 years old. It's only designed to connect to one device at a time. This can connect to dozens of devices at a time, but it's also, there's a problem with the range that we typically have in our house. So we're giving you the power, now we're gonna give you the range, because the more walls you have, the more interference you have, the weaker that signal becomes, and that's why you can't walk to the other side of the house, you can't go downstairs, you can't go upstairs, but now with your brand new range extender, this is going to extend that range throughout the entire home. So it's incredible to be able to get both of these items at the same time, especially as a bundle. And both of these are brought to you by TP-Link, the #1 network gear provider on the planet. This is going to eliminate the dead zones you have in your house. This is going to bring back that high-speed internet that you're paying so much money for. And when you put these two items together, you're now going to be able to connect your smart TVs, your tablets, your computers, your cell phones, your Alexas, your Google Homes, all that stuff without any delay. Because Adam, typically what happens is I'll get online, then my wife gets online, then the kids get online, and then the internet goes down to a crawl. And people think, oh, it's the internet.
Right.
It's not the internet, it's the router. It's what's delivering the internet to your house. And most of us have a router that has 0 antennas. This has 1, 2, 3 antennas built on there, so multiple devices can now connect at the same time, and everybody gets high-speed internet.
Okay, we have now with everyone on the phone line fewer than 1,600 left. This was brought in for us this evening as our showstopper, the $40 range extender, which just plugs in. So if you have a home where there's an upstairs or a downstairs, or you find that in the bedroom you've not got great connectivity, great performance, you plug this in and it automatically connects to your router and you expand and extend the range. It's brilliant. Now, I first bought a range extender because I was renting mine from my cable company. They were charging me $3 or $4 every single month. Same can be said about the wireless router. If you're renting that from your cable company, you can upgrade and buy your own for less than 100. Okay, they're telling me with everyone on the phone, fewer than 1,300 now left. I mean, Joe, there's a lot to get to, but the deal tonight outshines everything.
Oh, absolutely, because you could buy this router for $100. You can buy the range extender for another $39. So to be able to get all this for less than $100, and this is going to update your house, not just for today, but for years to come. Now, the great technology is built in here. There are a lot of great things, because this, I'm gonna show you how simple and how this works. A lot of us, we have a dead zone in our house.
Right.
So what you see in the upper right-hand corner, that's where our router is. That's where it's sending out the signal, and that router, it's great in that room. But then, don't you have dead zones in your house where you have 0 internet or a really weak signal? It could be downstairs, could be in the back room. That's where you plug in your range extender. And it's designed to sync up together, so now it extends that range of the entire internet throughout your entire home. You're gonna get up to about 4,000 square feet of coverage when you have both of these items. So if your house is less than 4,000 square feet, this is going to be perfect for you. But there's technology that's also built into the router itself that you're really gonna love. First off, they have something that they measure in gigahertz, where it's the dual bands. This is new technology, because older routers, what ends up happening is older routers have a single band that only operates at 2.4 gigahertz. That was great when it first came out, but then they found out that our home phones, that our microwaves, they also operate that same frequency, so it's causing that clutter. But now they've added 5 gigahertz. It's like the new super highway for the internet. So now this has the old 2.4 gigahertz and the brand new 5 gigahertz. It's amazing the amount of speed you're gonna get out of this. Another thing they added is something called called beamforming technology. And this is a really premium feature. Not all routers have this, but you are going to absolutely love it when you get it at home. So what beamforming does is a traditional router will send out the internet within like a circle, like an umbrella. If you're within a circle, then you get the internet. As soon as you walk away, it's gone. Forget it. Internet's gone. This, what happens is those antennas, when it sees those devices enter that circle, it sends a beam to that device. So now you can get up off the couch, you can walk downstairs, you can walk upstairs, and now because you've got that beamforming, it follows you around. But here's the other thing, it's the speeds that you're going to love. Because when you see the speeds of wireless AC compared to speeds of the past, this really makes a difference for you. Because this is the AC 1750. That means it operates at up to 1,750 megabytes worth of speed.
Right.
Adam, look at the most common router. It's the one on the bottom, the G Speed. 54 megabytes of speed. It's like miles an hour of a car. Would you want to be on that bottom speed, or do you want to have the brand new wireless AC? You're getting something that's almost up to 40 times faster. So think about that. If it takes you 40 minutes to download a movie, it takes you 1 minute to do it now. If it takes you 40 seconds to download a full web page, it does it now in 1 second. It's incredible how much faster it is, and it's also incredibly easy to add it to your house. I'm gonna show you over here on the side what a typical setup would be for you. Because for a lot of us, we think, oh, to get a new router, I gotta call my cable company, they're gonna charge me $10 a month and make and upgrade my router. But a lot of times, they just give you old technology. This is a coaxial output. So this is what you have, comes out of your wall, plugs into this thing called a modem. This is what unscrambles the signal, so now you can get it from your cable TV and your high-speed internet. But then that plugs into the router. And Adam, this is the most popular router that's out there in America. It's 5 years old. It's that wireless G. It can only connect to one device at a time. The antenna is built inside. So many negatives. If this is your router, you need to get rid of it. And all you have to do is you unplug the old router. It looks like a little bit larger than a telephone line. And then you come over to your AC, and if the camera follow me, there's a blue one right there. Adam, I just slide the blue one in, I plug the power in, I turn it on, boom. I just became a computer technician. I just gave myself the fastest possible internet because I unplugged the old one and plugged in the new.
And now you know what I mean when I say it's not that at first this is the most exciting thing to get tonight, but boy, does it make a world of difference in your home and for your devices. So to get it on sale is wonderful. Just to be clear, if you order this, your TP link tonight, we are sending you as a bonus the range extender. This is a phenomenal package. The only other time that we've ever done this before is for host pick, and I know that because it's typically the thing that I select for host pick, just because it's made a huge difference in my home in terms of getting best performance in all four corners. So this is normally $40. It's included tonight if you're ordering. We are now 3.5 minutes or sell out, a little over 900 left. Our next doorbuster is awesome. We have well, 3 more doorbusters in this hour, so definitely stay with us. Joe, you just tackled the most common question, which is how difficult is it? You showed us the router. How does the range extender work?
A range extender, it's even easier for you. So what you need to do is you find out wherever you have your router in your house, you're gonna get the best signal. But then as you start to walk away from the router, as more walls interfere with it, it weakens that signal, and then you know the internet slows down. When you start to feel like it's getting weak, that's when you use your range extender, and all you need to do is plug it into an AC outlet. That is it. There's one button, a gray button that's on there that syncs it up together, and now it extends that range. So there's that router sitting in the upper right-hand corner. It's great in that one room, but then down below, we know that's the dead zone. We know I can't take my cell phones, my smart TV doesn't work, but then you plug in that range extender, those two items work together. Now you have the range, and now you have the speed, all because you have these two items. And unfortunately, the cable companies, they will charge you rental fees for both of these. Like my cable company, they charge $6 for every device. This is $6 a month. This is $6, $12 a month for rental fees. And a lot of times, they're not giving you the latest technology. They're giving you technology that's 5 years old, that's so much slower. And I wanna go back to the speeds again, because this is the frustrating thing that a lot of people are doing, because they're paying so much for the internet, but when you see the chart of the wireless AC speeds, It's night and day compared to what everyone else is using. Because the most common speed out there is the Wireless G. It's a 5-year-old router. It's 54 megabytes worth of speed. Think of it like miles an hour of a car. Well, this is 1,750 megabytes worth of speed, almost up to 40 times faster. Adam, I mean, it's a clear visual when you see you're paying a lot for your high-speed internet. Do you want to have that slow router on the very bottom, or do you want to have the latest technology? That's what's going to deliver that performance. Because so many of us, when you think about our house, you might add new technology to your house. Like you might find a new gadget and you're thinking, oh, this would be great. But then you bring it home and you're disappointed with it because it's slow. You're like, why is the internet so slow? Why are the smart bulbs so slow? Why is everything so slow? It's because everything connects to your router.
Right.
Like Adam started this presentation saying, this is probably not the sexiest purchase you've had, but it's something that you use every single day. You use this more than your refrigerator. You use this more than to go to the bathroom. You use it more than anything else, Adam. And so many items connect at the same time.
Did you just say
yes.
you use this more than the bathroom?
A lot of, yeah, you go to the bathroom, well, this you're using all the time.
I'm sorry. I love you, Joe. But needless to say, you do use it a lot. It is a part of our life now, and until somebody kind of nudges us in the right direction, we just make do. So when you go on that computer, when you're accessing your devices and they are slow, it's because your router is probably not up to speed.
That's right.
I know the focus is here because for $99, this is a great deal on this power of a TP-Link router. I'm just telling you right out of the gate, when you get this home and realize we are sending you the $40 range extender, you're gonna love it. You know, maybe your router, I don't know, maybe it's in the kitchen or the living room or the office or the bedroom, but then in the other part of the house, you don't have much reception, much signal. You're gonna plug in your range extender and it's gonna automatically extend the length and breadth and power of your reception. It's brilliant. So that is our wonderful doorbuster surprise tonight. Joe, we only have about 30 or 40 seconds. Final words, my friend.
Final thing is when you get this at home, you have an amazing company that's going to help you out, TP-Link. If you have any questions, you have a lifetime of support. As you add new technology to your house, you have that unlimited support that you can call them up, make sure everything's connected fine. But the thing is, this Christmas season, you're going to add so much technology, everything's going to connect to this. Might as well get the fastest speed that we have available.
We won't let Joe leave, especially with analogies like that. So if you didn't hear what he said, it's probably better that way. We do want to let you know an astonishing 12,000 of our today's specials have now been reserved. We thank you so much for all of your orders. It is our best deal ever as HSN celebrates 40 years as the world's first shopping channel. It is a quad-core Intel Inside touchscreen laptop with all the bells and whistles. I mean, really, we're sending you so much extra bonus software, 5 years of premium technical support. It's a longer life 7-hour battery, and you also get things, for example, like PC Mover, which allows you to move your existing software and files and documents really easily. All right, so that's our today's special. Next up, our next doorbuster. This is probably going to go bananas even at this time of night. Nearly 200,000 of Fix Me Stick have been sold in the past couple of years. We're going to show you how, a one-of-a-kind product, and it starts now.
I love Fix Me Stick customer service because I can call them, reach another person at the end of the line who's helpful, friendly, and explains things to me in a way that I understand them.
When I first started using the Fix Me Stick, I used it on my computers, I tried it on friends' computers. Every single one of them had some sort of malware, even though they had virus protection up front, and the Fix Me Stick was able to clear all of them out.
I have 3 kids who are always downloading games that can have viruses that can really slow down the computer. With the Fix Me Stick, I plug it in and I can fix the problem myself.
We want to tell you about Fix Me Stick. I don't want to get distracted by the price, but I just want to set it up by saying this. If you want your computer to run like it did on day one, we can make it happen with Fix Me Stick. Now, this was created by 2 guys who spent a lifetime in this industry. We'll show you how it works, but the promise is true and simple, like day one when you press the on button. Now, tonight we have PC or for Mac. If you're an Apple Mac user, we have only 800 available for Mac. So if you are the owner of a Mac laptop, definitely call sooner rather than later. We've never been at $69. That's for 4 computers forever. Just to give you the normal price, Fix Me Stick, which let me tell you, these folks are doing big business around the country right now. $59 for one computer for 1 year. So $59 for one computer for 1 year. We're $69 for 4 computers forever. Joe, how on earth does this work?
Well, it works. It's a necessary evil because there's unfortunately so many viruses that come out every single day. About 400,000 new viruses. What do those viruses do? They attack your system. They slow down your system. They get you frustrated and you think, oh man, I need to buy another computer. Well, you don't need a computer. You just need to clean out your computer. There's so much stuff that's running in the background. You're downloading malware and viruses and Trojans, all this stuff that's slowing it. Now you're probably thinking, well, I have antivirus. Isn't that what's supposed to fix it? Well, your antivirus is like your first line of defense.
Right.
But your antivirus only scans the active files on your computer, which are about 10% of your entire computer. Most viruses enter your computer as inactive files. They're hiding in the nooks and crannies of your hard drive, waiting for you to open up a program, waiting for you to visit a website, waiting for you to click on a certain file, and that's when they become active. That's why Fix Me Stick is so important, because it's not just scanning the active files, it's finding all those inactive viruses that are just lying dormant, waiting to attack your computer. It's the one and only product of its kind that doesn't scan just 10%, but scans 100% of the files. Every single file on your computer is getting deep cleaned to make sure it's clean of viruses, clean of Trojans, clean of malware that's really can harm your system and slow it down. And for a lot of us, we think, well, I run my antivirus, but it comes up with a long list of viruses. It's doing its job. Well, you're right, but there's so much that's out there that your antivirus is missing. And this is how simple it is to really deep clean your computer. All it is a basic little thumb drive. Has its own little onboard memory. It's its own little mini computer. You take the cap off, and I'll turn it over and show you. This is the entire instruction manual. Step 1, insert into your computer. Step 2, double-click, run Fix Me Stick. That's it. You come back to your computer a couple hours later, and it's nice and clean. And as soon as you plug it in, there's a red light that starts, that'll be solid, and it's starting to flow all the files through there. And this entire process is all automatic. In step 1, it's gonna make sure that you're online.
Right.
Now step 2, 3, and 4, this is when you really see the value of HSN, because this is when it starts downloading the virus and antivirus definitions. Now everybody else in the world, they have to pay an annual fee of $59 for this step.
Right.
For you, you're getting a lifetime of updates. It's incredible. Now, step 5, this is when we start to scan. Now, this red bar, that's my hard drive. We've now been scanning for about 21 minutes. That's about as long as my antivirus would normally run. But Fix Me Stick won't stop until it gets to the end, or in this case, all 200,000 files have been scanned, have been deep cleaned, and then, Adam, it's like your computer's fresh out of the box again.
Now, let's be honest. Joe looks like a very trustworthy guy, doesn't he? I mean, look at that face, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that face. You would trust it. If you are at home and still skeptical, when Joe says that by plugging this into your computer or your Apple Mac, it's going to make it run like it did on day 1, let me say one thing that might convince you to try it. If you order this tonight at our doorbuster price, it's never been lower, never been lower. We'll send it immediately to you, and you'll plug this into your laptop, your Windows laptop or your Apple Mac. You'll plug it in, you'll let it do its thing. If it doesn't make your computer run like it did the very first day you bought it, I want you to send it back and get all your money back. You lose nothing. This isn't virus protection. This is virus removal. This is for anybody that's got a computer that is freezing, that is crashing, that is slow, that has bugs in the system that just won't go away. The alternative to this is to take your computer to either the Genius Bar, if you're an Apple user, or to maybe I can't say the name, but the Geek Place, right, and leave, let's say, your computer overnight, and they'll charge you $100 and something for a one-time fix. This will fix your computer or Mac. We only have 10 minutes left. Mac is now nearly completely sold out, which is, I mean, you know, we still have the PC available, but if you want the Mac, do not hesitate. The thing with this, Joe, is that 2.5 years ago when you did launch it, there was a lot of skeptics out there. But then the reviews came in, it's like 5 stars.
I know, we just launched this new version, but some of the previous generations were like $79 for 3 Fix Me Stick. We had thousands of people reviewed it and said it brought their computer back to life. And this is really gonna help any computer you purchase in the last 10 years. If it's Windows 10, Windows 8, 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista, back to XP. If it's a Dell, an HP, a Gateway, an Acer, or ASUS, whatever brand Windows you have, and Mac, it's going to help speed that up. Because there's so many things that are running in the background that you're not even aware of. And a lot of times, the easiest test is when you go to hsn.com and you see an item that you like, and then you go to another web page or you go to Facebook, do you ever see an advertisement for that item you just clicked on a couple minutes ago? You're being tracked, you're being hacked, you're being followed. You have something that's stealing your resources, and that happens on every shopping website. Adam, that's like going to the mall, and then every store you go to, you have a shopping bag that comes with you. Before you know it, you've got 3,000 bags with you, and it's just, you have all this extra weight. It's why your computer slows down, because you have all this extra baggage and you need to deep clean it. Because I like to think about antivirus, it's like brushing your teeth. You do that a couple times a day, and that does the job, but then you go to the dentist a couple times a year for that deep clean. This is that deep clean for you. And unlike anywhere else where you can only have 1 year worth of use, here you can do it as many times as you want for a lifetime. And I don't even do this in my house. It's my daughter Reese, who's in elementary school. Every Friday night, she pops it in, goes to the computers before we go to bed. She'll say, it's Fix Me Stick time. And then when we come back, it's so simple to do. It's 3 steps. You plug it in, you click on it, and then you come back 2 to 3 hours later. Now, we always do ours at night, so that way when I wake up the next morning, that computer's fast, it's fresh, it's clean, it's ready to go again. But here's the other thing. Not only is it going to speed up your computer, it's going to protect you from the new layer of viruses that are out there, because they're really a new type of virus called keyloggers, and then they're also trackers. Now, this is really dangerous stuff, because what a keylogger will do is it only becomes active when you type in a credit card, when you type in expiration date, when you type in a social. Now, here's the bad thing about it. If you're not running your antivirus at that split second, that keylogger is going to go undetected, but not with Fix Me Stick. And this is how fast it happens. A keylogger will get on your computer, you type in a credit card, and Adam, in 4.2 seconds, that's the average time it takes a keylogger to get your credit card information to them somewhere else around the world. You can't even call up your credit card company and say, cancel my credit card, I've been hacked, in that short a time. And 4 seconds is all it takes for a keylogger to get your information and then go on to a spending spree. And that's how so many people, they lose their identity, because you put all that information on your computer, especially this holiday season. How many packages are you going to look at and shop for on your PC? How many times are you going to put your credit card information on there? It is a must-have, because viruses are getting so evil. And I went to college and studied computer engineering. They taught us how
it's very smart, you know.
They taught us how to, I went to the Ohio State University, but they taught us how to make a virus. It takes less than 10 minutes to make a virus.
Is it, Joe?
It's not me. I made a clean virus, but it only takes about 10 minutes. And that's what people are doing. They're just creating these viruses. That's why every single day, 400,000 new viruses come out. And what unfortunately happens is you rely on one company. You rely on your antivirus, and that's a single scan. But with Fix Me Stick, they've done something that I've never seen anybody else do. There's actually 3 scanners that are built inside, and there are 7 more that are built on the Fix Me Stick website. Every single file gets scanned up to 10 times to make sure it's clean of all viruses, clean of all Trojans. When it scans the computer, it sends the information to the Fix Me Stick team, they compare, and then they get rid of that threat. And like Adam mentioned, this is not like quarantine, like what your antivirus does. This is virus removal. Because the thing is, when you run your antivirus program, it scans everything, and then that long list, it says, let's quarantine him. That sounds like a great idea, but all you're doing is putting a bubble around those viruses, and that viruses are still living on your computer. With this, up to 10 scans, all those viruses are now being removed, so it could cause no more harm to your computer.
Now, when Joe launched this, the folks at Fix Me Stick launched it just for PC, just for Windows computers, and so many of our customers asked if they could do it for Apple Mac. And I'm thrilled to say that about 3 months ago, it launched. So we have 250 or 350 at this point, probably more like 350 actually, of the Apple Mac version. So if you are at home and you have an Apple Mac, which everybody thinks is totally resistant to any type of virus whatsoever, if you find that your Apple Mac is a little bit buggy, is not working the way it did, you're gonna plug this in and it will work the way it did on day one. And you know how expensive these laptops are, so it pays to do it. So the opportunity of what it's going to do for you is reason enough. The deal that the folks at Fix Me Stick did for us is huge, and the reason why they continue to give us this dramatically better offer than the rest of the country is just because we helped launch it. And Fix Me Stick is available in so many destinations now. And they charge a very reasonable price when you look at the comparisons. They charge $59 for one computer for 1 year. So for a whole year, your computer is protected, is going to be resolved of any issues. You don't need to take it to any retail stores or, you know, those kind of tech experts. We're doing 4 computers, so for your computer, your sons, your daughters, your wives, forever. So this is the only purchase you will ever make for those 4 computers. It's brilliant. It's peace of mind knowing you've got it. So we are obviously only 3 minutes till the end, over 7,000 spoken for. We have another deal buster on the way and then another deal buster after that. We are busy, busy, busy. If you are looking to order tonight, just remember, and Joe, you said it, the money-back guarantee gives you the peace of mind.
Oh, absolutely does. And the thing is, so you're going to run this. Maybe you've run the antivirus for years on your computer, and you think it's cleaning, and it's cleaning, but it's only cleaning the active files, which are about 10 to 15% of the files. The first time you run Fix Me Stick, I guarantee your jaws are going to drop. You're going to like, I had no idea all these viruses were sitting on my computer. And why is that? Most viruses enter your computer as dormant files. They're inactive, so your antivirus will miss them. Right. There are viruses that become active when you click on certain programs, go to certain websites, open up certain files. There's a really nasty virus called the Michelangelo virus. It's only active on Michelangelo's birthday. And if you don't know when that is and you're not running your antivirus at that moment, then that virus is going to run havoc on your computer. And it's more than just slowing it down, it's also stealing your identity. Unfortunately, there are so many viruses that are designed to capture your identity and send it to somebody else around the world. And you really can't go an entire week without hearing about another major corporation who had their systems hacked and had all their information stolen. Yahoo just revealed all 3 billion users have had their information compromised. Equifax a couple months ago, 140 million people right there. Those are companies that are spending millions and millions of dollars to protect their system. For you, you're getting 4 computers today for less than $70, and that's all you have to pay. Everybody else in the world is paying $60 every single year per computer, and it's hundreds of thousands of people that are doing that. Only here at HSN, you're paying less than $20 a computer, and you never have to worry about it again. For me, I think of a computer problem as sometimes like a car problem. You don't know what it is, what's causing it to slow down, don't know how much it's going to cost you. When you feel like your computer's running slow, when it took longer to boot up, when the internet's running slow, when you're getting all these pop-up ads, when you're seeing all these advertisements, when you're getting junk email, all that stuff is to let you know you have viruses running in the background. It's time to run Fix Me Stick. We do it in our household once a week. It keeps our computers in tip-top shape. We have some customers that do it every single day. And all you need to do is you take the cap off. You see that this is this entire user manual. Step 1, insert into your computer. Step 2, double-click Run Fix Me Stick. And as soon as you get that running at them, it takes about 2.5 hours. But then you come back later, and it's like that computer is brand new out of the box because it had its deep clean, and it's all automatic for you.
It talks a big, big game, and it delivers. I mean, it just does. 200,000 sold in the past couple of years. And as we watched the reviews come through, it was 5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars. I mean, they flooded in. I mean, they flooded through. So I want you to feel so confident about buying it. It's not that your computer's going to be a little bit different. I mean, even tonight, we took so many calls from our Laptop Today special from HP, talking about, you know, their existing computer just not running the way they want it to run. If you don't have the budget to upgrade this evening, you try Fix Me Stick, and I promise you, you'll be in awe of the difference that this will make. And even if you're still on the fence, you have till January 31st to send it back and you get your money back. The intrigue and curiosity about this product is what really grabs folks. When Joe's out here with this at $100 and, you know, when it originally launched at $129 and I believe even up to $159, it was a fantastic value at that, but at $69 for 4 computers is nuts.
And I love the fact that we're also giving it on 2 USB sticks.
Yes.
Because you can only run Fix Me Stick when it's plugged into your computer. So it's a great opportunity. Like my dad, he bought the one time we had it before where it was 2 sticks. So he kept 1 stick and gave the other stick to my sister. So that way you can split it up. But now that you've got 4 computers protected for a lifetime, it's really going to change the speed and bring your computer back to life again.
Joe Harrison, superstar as always.
Thanks for having me.
Sir. We'll see you later.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. for more from Mr. Joe Harrison. I do want to let you know that Joe is always thinking of great gift ideas, and if you need some great gift ideas, how about this? A Rotato Express. It is an electric peeler. Who doesn't need an electric peeler? It comes with a spiralizer and spare blades. It is $19.95 with free shipping and 3 flex pay. We encourage you to go to hsn.com. You can watch the presentation. It is riveting, I promise you. It's a great product, though, truly. And, of course, you got the special deals this evening. Gift cards are the way to go for the awkward folks in your life who you just don't know what to get them. When a rotator peeler just won't do, you can choose a gift card from them. All right. Two more doorbusters. What will be next? You have to stick around to find out.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new Shop and Search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download. 'Tis the season, and HSN is here to make shopping for the holidays more merry. Find the perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop the brands you know and love, like HP, Bose, Too Faced, Tom's, Nintendo, and Curtis Stone. No matter who's on your list, HSN has got you covered. The perfect presents at the perfect price. More gifts, more brands, more merry. Shop now on hsn.com.
Being a chef is the best job in the world. You can actually make people happy through food. The true goal of the Simply Mean collection is bringing all my experience of cooking for the last 30 years to you at home to make you realize that anyone can do this. And it should not be a task or a job. There's pleasure involved in making food. You'll be amazed how easy it is to be a chef.
Join Chef Ming's site on HSN. At HSN, we have more gifts than ever before, so it's the perfect time to get your HSN card. Save $20 when you apply and are approved. Plus, get extra flex on all the items you love with VIP financing for those larger purchases. Get an additional $10 off your next purchase when you receive your new card in the mail, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. More gifts, more brands, more friends, more merry.
Well, a very good evening, everybody. We are 30 minutes away from this particular hour being over, but lots of fun tonight. And I do want to share with you not only our doorbusters, our specials, but all electronics are on free shipping and handling. Picture it. I was sat at home. I was on the sofa. I think Judge Judy was on TV. I looked at my email and I saw something about this new set of Panasonic phones, and people were going nuts for this new set of phones, and I didn't understand what was, because we do great Panasonic phones. I have Panasonic phones, but we've done them for a while. And then I saw this. Panasonic phones in rose gold. Panasonic phones in navy, and Panasonic phones in sleek classic black. And I saw Panasonic phones as a 4-pack with call blocker and sell and link to sell, and I realized why people were going nuts. In fact, just to give you some example, in the past 48 hours or so, they've sold over 5,400. And we can even, yeah, you go, 5,400. I have 1,700 left. 400 of which are just a little over are in the rose gold. So we'll get into this. I'm excited to see what happens. It's our lowest price, best value, free shipping, 5 flex pay, an update maybe to the phones that you've had in your home for a long time. This is like the gold standard, or maybe I should say the rose gold standard. My good friend Lori Leland is back.
Hi.
Lori, so this is the phenomenon.
This is the phenomenon.
Jeez.
So much synergy between your home phones now and your cell phones. We're going to get into that. But you're getting, obviously, the prettiest set of phones we've we've ever offered. You're getting that gorgeous choice of 3 different colors. We have for you that scrumptious rose gold. Did you see that touch of rose gold on the inside of the base?
Never seen one before like that.
Isn't that so beautiful? Already a perfectly reviewed customer pick at hsn.com, and you are getting 4 handsets. We have that classic black for you too, and then I want you to just kind of feast your eyes on this navy. Look at how stunningly beautiful that is. With that little touch of navy around the side. I mean,
Elegant.
these are lovely. And here's the thing, Panasonic, #1 top global brand when it comes to home phone technologies. They do it better than anyone else. They're always adding new features. This has everything that you're looking for. 4 handsets. So if you've ever run for a phone call in your home because you have too few handsets, now you have 4 handsets. You only need 1 phone jack for that main base station, and then some of the largest screens we've ever offered. So nearly 2-inch screen. Look at this gorgeous backlit key system that they have right here. It's illuminated, very, very easy to see, even in these bright studio lights. You have your dedicated speakerphone button right here, so you touch that button. You've got lots of different levels of adjustment here. You can do your hands-free talking if you're folding laundry, if you're taking the dishes out of the dishwasher. We love that. Here is your dedicated call blocking button. This is changing lives across America. You're gonna be able to now get rid of those robocallers, those people that wanna push a survey on you, anyone that wants to try to scam you. You're gonna be able to block up to 150 names and numbers with this system. And then this home phone system also happens to have a small, sleek base with fewer buttons to make it simplified, and it takes up less space. So we love that. And then with that link to cell technology, this is where it really gets interesting. You have Bluetooth built into your cell phones, right? You're gonna be able to wirelessly connect up to 2 of your cell phones to your home phone system right now. And when your cell phones ring, now your home phones will also ring. So if you're like me, I have no idea why this is always the case, but my cell phone is always in the bottom of my handbag, unretrievable when the phone is ringing. Right. Now you have 4 additional opportunities to answer that phone call from basically anywhere in your house. So you can make and receive cell phone calls using your more comfortable home handsets. You know, the ones that don't cook the side of your face. So you have much better signal quality typically on your home handsets than you do on your cell phone. Are you standing in your living room right now on 1 foot, balancing with your face pressed against the living room glass? Right? Because that's the only one spot you have in your home that has a good signal. You never, ever have to worry about that ever again with that link to cell technology. This will even alert you if you have a text message on your cell phone all the way throughout your home phone. Now look at this. So my mom and dad are calling.
Mom and dad.
Check it out. Mom and dad are calling. All 4 of my home phones are ringing. So you could have these dispersed throughout your entire home and never, ever miss a cell phone call for the first time. Hello? Mom, I'm surprised you're still awake.
Send her my regards.
She's talking about how handsome you look tonight. And he's wearing the purple, and so is my daughter. Yeah, we kind of match. I know. All right, Mom, I'll tell him. I love you. I gotta go. We're on TV.
Bye, Mom.
Okay, love you. Bye. Oh my gosh, she's such a big fan of yours.
I love her.
Such
She's
a big
the best.
fan. Isn't she
I
sweet?
love her.
But how fun to now have crystal clear call clarity with every single phone call. How wonderful to now know that when your cell phone rings, all of your home phones will ring. And then listen to this, it gets even better. Someone calls you on your cell phone, you can answer one of these handsets, right? Someone calls maybe your husband on his cell phone, he can answer one of the other handsets and be on that phone call. And then if you still have your landline at home, keep in mind this system will work even if you don't have a landline anymore, if you just want to use it with your cell phones. But if you have that landline at home, a third person can be in your home using one of the other handsets. This is a virtual 3-line system for your home.
My darling, I don't want to upset you. They are cutting this presentation short. We only have about 7 minutes left just because there's none left of the rose and everybody wants the rose. The blue is selling very well and the black is doing well, but by far and above,
the rose gold is so gorgeous.
The rose gold is such an attention grabber that it's not worthwhile as spending any more time. So we are counting down in terms of how much we can get through, but needless to say, if you're looking to upgrade, this is Deck 6 technology, which means it's clearer, better quality and clarity, better range. Not only is it better range, but it's a better battery life as well. If you've had your home phones for a long time, this is a great excuse to upgrade. I mean, you're going to be the only person, only family in your neighborhood who's got rose gold handsets, all beautiful navy. But it's the fact that they're easy to use. What really shocked me when I was doing the product prep earlier was that even though this is the link to cell technology, even though this is the call blocker, we sell call blockers by themselves for $60, $70. It's easy, which is why the 5-star reviews have poured on in.
Well, that's exactly it. You can have this set up and running in minutes. You connect one time via Bluetooth to your cell phone. It's about a 20 or 30-second process. And then whenever you walk into your home and you have Bluetooth turned on, oh, by the way, my home phones. Listen to that talking caller ID, talking notifications. I just received a text message from my good friend Annie. And now I know, because all of my home phones are telling me to now go over and look at my cell phone. Is that brilliant synergy? The other thing I want you to realize about this too, if you're an Android user, you're gonna have a free application that you can put right on your phone, and then look at all the cool alerts and notifications you're gonna be able to get. This is amazing. You can turn on your Google Calendar. So get alerts for your calendar over your home phones, email messaging, text messaging, Facebook, Twitter, so social media, Instagram. If anything happens on any of your social media pages, you're gonna hear about it over your home phones. Isn't that cool?
It's home phone technology for the 21st century.
It really is. It's new, up-to-date technology. The other thing you're gonna be able to do with this, and I think this is just unbelievable, this will access Siri or your Google Now Assistant with the touch of one button. So your cell phone could be off on a charger somewhere, maybe in your master bedroom. Who knows where it is, right? Here's your button right here. Check this out. Okay, Google, what's the weather like outside?
It's 68 degrees and clear in St. Petersburg.
I don't even have to touch my cell phone. I can just grab from my home phone, because who knows where your cell is in your house, to find out what the weather conditions are like, to send a text message, to look something up, how many days until Christmas. And then when you walk over to your phone, look what happens. That window is already pulled up with the question that you just asked and the answer revealed right there for you. We're talking about perfect synergy. Now, I want you to realize, though, if you are not going to use this system with your cell phone, it is still an amazingly feature-packed home phone system.
Right, so if you just want to use the basics, you just want to be able to make and receive calls, this will work for you. We got a request about the blue, so I just want to show you the blue because it's kind of buried around here. Look.
It's gorgeous. Look at this.
This is we're just showing you one handset just for space, but they all have this spectacular, it is just the deepest, most saturated hue of blue.
Pretty.
Gorgeous. And obviously the contrast with the white is wonderful. Digital answering machine. It's not fussy. There's not too many buttons. Even the oversized buttons here, the larger screen, the illuminated display. It's a pleasure to use this phone system. It's ironic how so many phone systems are actually one of the most awkward technologies in the house.
Well, and this makes so much sense. If you're sick of your cell phone, if it's hot to talk on and that horrible signal, I love the way this is laid out. It makes more sense. You're talking into the speaker. You're hearing through the earpiece. It just is a wonderful feeling. How many times have you done this? How many times have you grabbed your cell phone to get a phone number out, to type into your more comfortable home handset, right? So you push it in here because you'd rather talk on this. You don't have to do that anymore. This, again, with that complete synergy with your cell phone, you're going to be able to transfer 3,000 names and numbers from all of your cell phones into your home phones. And you can put them in 9 different groups. So you can easily find all the cell phone numbers that you're looking for in your set of home phones right now. And then let's talk about that call blocking. This is life-changing. So many of us are so sick of those robocallers. We're so sick and tired of people that want to try to scam us out of money. This is, again, a game changer. So, all right, we're getting a call from a private caller. I'm going to touch right here on my call blocking. I'm going to press yes, and even a private caller has now been added to that list of blocked names and numbers. 150 names and numbers can be blocked here so that those people can never, ever, ever get through to you ever again. Buy this as a gift for someone in your life who might be a little bit vulnerable. I told you my mom is a savvy lady, but the people on the other end of the phone are really convincing when they're trying to scam you out of your hard-earned cash. She had her credit card in her hand because someone told her something was wrong with her computer. She was about to give out her credit card information and spend $300, and it was just a mess. I'm so glad she thought better of it, blocked the phone call, and then moved on. You have a built-in digital answering machine with 18 minutes of record time. So now you never have to worry about missing out on those messages. You can call in from anywhere in the country or in the world. If you want to connect a Bluetooth headset, you can do that with this system as well. And then you talked about it, unbelievable battery life. Maybe you have Panasonic phones right now and you just want to upgrade because you want some of the new fresh features. You're going to get them here, but you're also getting 10 hours of nonstop talk time and 5 days of standby time on these brand new fresh batteries. So an amazing upgrade for everybody.
And you can't buy better, as it showcases on the packaging in the box. They are consistently voted the global #1 one brand. So out of all the brands of home phone, Panasonic consistently pioneer above and beyond. And not only that, really deliver a beautiful quality product. So all of these innovations that Laurie's talking about, very exciting, and they are easy to understand when you get it home. It's not like the instruction manual is 100 pages long. You'll be able to make use of so many of these. And on top of that, just the very basics, not reaching for the phone that you forgot to put on the cradle and it's run out of battery, doggone it. Longer life battery. Having a phone that allows you to go into the garden, into the front yard, the backyard, because it has greater range. It's the little things as well that make the big, big difference. We only have about 60 seconds left. Our final doorbuster is next. I see Mr. Bill Duggan getting set. Obviously, the rose, this is the one that will be gone. I'm going to be fine on the navy and fine on the black. If you want the rose, about 150 or so now left. I just think that speaks to a lot of folks who want something more decorative.
Well, please read the customer reviews. We just started offering this system and people are already chiming in that it's the prettiest system they've ever seen. Totally feature packed here. And again, linked to cell technology. You turn on Bluetooth on your cell phone, you're going to be able to answer those cell phone calls from any of the handsets anywhere in your house. We love that. Talking caller ID, totally loaded.
Thank you, Laurie Lehman.
Thank you, my
Great
to see you.
So good. Two amazing doorbusters from Laurie tonight, and over 12,200 spoken for of our today's special. It is our biggest day of the year for laptops. Oh, boy, it is. It is our fully featured, powered by Intel, a terabyte hard drive, 4 gigs of RAM, 5 years of premium technical support, the new 2017 model, 7.5-hour battery life, Windows 10, of course. It is a touch screen, so you can really immerse yourself into whatever you're doing, creating, playing. It is awesome. $399, that's all it is. Free shipping, 6 flexible payments as well. It is our best deal of the year. If you want the exclusive Merlot, classic yellow gold, the red or the blue, order yours before you go to bed tonight. Well, before you do think about maybe hitting the sack, maybe you'd like to think about shredders, or maybe not. But honestly, if you can just stay with me for 10 minutes, I want to tell you about probably the most important product of the entire hour. Come here. You know when you had a shredder back in 1993? You and I, we went and bought a shredder that was this. It's called a strip cut shredder. It was okay, but it used to get jammed all the time. It didn't deal with paper clips or staples very well. If you and I went to the store today, we'd still see strip cut shredders, but with $99, we'd probably be able to buy a cross-cut shredder. Now, you see, this is better, but it's not as good as this. This is called a micro-cut shredder, and it pulverizes anything that goes through it. The reason why most of us don't buy a micro-cut shredder is because they're too darn expensive. HSN's known for many things. Joy Mangano huggable hangers, Andrew Lessman vitamins, Concierge Collection. We're known for shredders. It is one of our top 10 businesses. So Embassy is one of the biggest names out there. We've sold nearly 300,000 of them in the past few years. So Embassy give us the best deals on their highest end performers. The reason why the team put this in for our finale tonight is because we are back down to $99. At $99 for our, and let me tell you, there's 841 5-star reviews. 841 reviews. I'll do the colors real fast because I think at least 1 or 2 of them will go. There's your red, there's your purple down front, silver, this is blue, and this is black. And if you're thinking, boy, he knows a lot about shredders, I have to give all the credit to the Shredder King himself, Mr. Bill Duggan. Bill, sir, you know how passionate I get.
Well, that's just it, because it happens to so many of us that we're victims of identity theft, or victims of just all that clutter we've been holding on in our homes. And that's why the Federal Trade Commission has told us we have to shred. We pulled this directly from their webpage. There's many steps we can take to reduce the risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, guard your social security number. We get that. But then shred charge receipts, shred credit applications, and other sensitive documents. That other, it's going to be different for every household. It's different homes, you know, hold on to mortgage papers or medical documents, but then after a little while we can get rid of them, but we can't just throw them away. Embassy makes 1 in 4 shredders in the market. This is our most affordable one. It's the only one that we ever have under $100. Like, we'll have other Embassy shredders, but guess what? They're gonna cost you more. This one, though, you're not sacrificing for anything. It goes through, I mean, look at all the features.
Yeah.
It's micro cut, which Adam showed you just a second ago. Doesn't go through 8 or 6 pages. It's 10 sheets, staples, credit cards, a 3.6-gallon pull-out bin, casters. I mean, Embassy has thought of everything that we want. We want fast shredding. We want convenient stop-start, auto-reverse. I mean, really, it does what we need it to do. It takes the chore out of shredding. That's one reason why it's such a huge customer pick. I mean, another thing you don't have to worry about is how often it is seven. You have to remove the staples, right, before you shred it. Not with this one, because this one has the meat and the muscle to give you that micro cut. So you see how they put it on casters? People love that because you can throw it underneath the desk, roll it out when you need it. Someone called this our instant gratification window because you don't take the lid off anymore. What do? You pull out that 3.5-gallon bin, and look at this. Unidentifiable. So hard to piece together, so hard for anyone to find out if that was, refinance document or medical document or paycheck stub. And you know what? The harder you make it, the less likely it's gonna happen to you. Because the statistic, when we launched Embassy, it used to be 1 in 10 of us were victims of identity theft. 1 in 10, that's pretty common. It's currently 1 in 7. Because when you think about what comes off the printer, what comes in the mail, you want to make sure it just gets destroyed. Oh, look at it. It's not even going in pretty. And it just does what it's supposed to do. Another thing that we're excited about in terms of this Doorbuster, you are saving more than you're spending tonight. Yes, you're getting the shredder, but we're also giving you 5 full software titles. Why? Our identity's not just on the printed page anymore. It's out there in the ethers. So we give you a way to defend your hardware, to clean up your browsing history, to protect and defend your hardware again. But this one I really appreciate. It's called Hacker Up. It's a way to protect and manage your identity on social media. Have you been on those pages and it's like, oh, confirm who you are, what's your phone number, do all that. You don't need to do that with Hacker Up. So we're gonna protect you virtually and on the printed page. And that's really where it's just this huge peace of mind. And maybe you weren't thinking, I need a new shredder tonight. But were you thinking, I need to get rid of all that clutter that's in the home office because company's coming, but you need to do it right? This is the way to do it.
But Bill, when you've got a good shredder, it's not like you're buying shredders every year, or like you're gonna buy this next model next year. And even if you don't buy this tonight, just please remember, because we don't all know a lot about shredders. So when we go to the red store or the blue store, we kind of go with the best value, and most of them are $99. Even if you don't get this from us tonight, please just remember to ask for a micro cut. Don't let them sell you a strip cut or a cross cut, because they're not as good. And even if you come back and buy one from us in a few months' time, that'd be awesome. The reason why we were thrilled tonight is because we have our, $219 retail value because of all the bonuses. Normal price is $120 with $13 shipping. So we took $20 off and then another $13 off with the free shipping. So it's an awesome value. It's also the 10-sheet capacity, so you're not having to baby it and feed through 4 or 6 sheets at a time. Credit cards, it'll do it. I mean, it really will. I love that Bill showed you as well that, in the olden days, you used to have to lift up the top, but the shred used to go everywhere. With this, it just opened. Oh dear, what did I do? With this, it just opens up and then it's easy to dispose of all the shred that's there. Red is the best seller, probably because I've been stood behind it, but black and red. Oh, and silver. Black, red, and silver will be the first to go.
And funny, I think one of the reasons why we are such a destination for shredders, yes, it's definitely the value, but if you go to the big box stores, you see it in a box, you don't get the fun colors, but more importantly, why is it so much more expensive? Why? Because it's a smaller shred? It's because it's protecting you. It's because it's doing the work that you hope it does, but also you get to see it done right away. I have to admit, I know we're talking gifts and giving and all that. I have given one to my mother. She had for 3 years in the garage estate papers from when my grandmother had passed away, and she knew she couldn't just throw them away. She had to be smart about it. She actually researched different places to dispose of it and do all that stuff. But we just take this one little step and throw away that piece of paper. I want to show you 2 different things. Look how much space that one page is taking up versus everything that we've just turned into dust. And then, there are dumpster divers out there. There's also just the windy night, and guess what happens? Your garbage can gets knocked over, and then what happens? Let's see, what is this? This is your prescription. Your prescription information is now in the neighbor's yard. Your cell phone bill is in the neighbor's yard. Not when you can shred it and make sure it's done properly. Not doing it with dated shred, because this is what Adam showed you at the top. If you have a shredder like this, it's from the 70s. You're putting yourself at risk, your kids at risk, and you know what happens? Most of us don't know it's happened to us until it's too late. Until we're sitting there, you know, at the financing desk for the new car, trying to get financing on the apartment or the house. They're like, oh, you don't qualify for the 3% interest.
Right.
You now are at 6, 8% interest. And the thing is, a lot of us also think, oh, I just have to call the credit card company. I just have to call the 3 credit bureaus. You go back to the Federal Trade Commission, you go to their webpage, and you download this document. This 68-page document that we have to babysit, and then, I mean, literally, our time is worth more than that. Our credit is worth more than that. So it happened to Marlo Smith, one of our shows. It happened to Bill Green. It happened to myself. I was a sophomore in college. I went, I just moved to my apartment. I went to the financial aid office to get my financial aid package and stuff, and like, you don't qualify this year.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I need that money.
Panicked, right?
Well, I get chills just thinking about it. And that's just it. You don't want that little scary moment, because most often than not, we just, you know what, I'm gonna throw it away because it's not gonna happen to me. It's 1 in 7 of us that it happens to. You wanna be able to protect yourself. You wanna be able to see it happen right in front of your eyes, which you get to do. We remove the bin so you can see microcut in action. But realize, look at how strong this is. I'm gonna show you this fun comparison. A lot of us have credit cards, right? We try to bend them up, we try to cut them up. Look at this. This is that same credit card, microcut. And the thing is,
nothing left.
Nothing. At the end of the day, that's a dime. It's smaller than a dime in terms of what you're getting for microcut. And you can't tell me that's Visa, American Express, Adam's card, or my card, or you know, even a gym membership or a grocery store rewards card. You've made it harder on those identity thieves out there. You've given someone peace of mind if you give it as a gift. And also, it's not a chore. Because if you're like some shredders out there, it becomes like this. Like, oh, I'll shred on Sunday, I'll get around to it because it takes too long, it's gonna get jammed. Yep. I need time to do it. Not with this one. And remember, this is that true Goldilocks size. It's not too big, it's not too small. It really has the power that you need. But the best part, it's under $100, because we don't have Embassy under $100 except for this one.
So let me just show you, if you are just tuning in, the reason why these are always so popular is because if you go to the store with $100 in your pocket, typically you'd walk away with this type of shred, which is strip cut shredding, and you can see the difference. Here's what you'd normally buy.
That's 5 pages, by the way.
5? Yeah. I mean, look at how bulky it is. And you could still piece that together if you wanted to. This is cross-cut, and obviously it's a little bit better. 9 out of 10 of us would walk away with this, but you don't realize the thieves, the bad guys, are getting more skilled at piecing the puzzle together. This is the one you want. It's called microcut. It pulverizes it down to virtually nothing. So we're talking about protection tonight. We're talking about cleaning the clutter. If you're somebody like me, and I really am a bit of a hoarder, I'll keep a lot of paperwork, and then, because I might just need it, and then 4 years later, no, I never needed that, let's get rid of it. This is the way to dispose of it safely. And I say with all respect in the world, and we've had 3 hours of amazing doorbusters, and of course that today's special. But if you only buy one thing tonight, obviously it should be a shredder. It gets rid of mess, it gets rid of clutter, it helps protect you and your loved ones and your family against the bad guys out there who unfortunately want to steal what we've got.
It's funny, the only issue that you run into is like, I don't have anything else to shred. Because you kind of get a little addicted. We call it shredding therapy because yes, literally it's like, oh, it feels good. You talk about holding on to things. I recently moved and was going through boxes, and I found receipts from college that literally like, oh, my roommates are gonna pay me back for that party.
Sure.
They never paid.
Sure.
Or like, they're gonna pay me that third of the phone bill that they're supposed to owe me. And the thing is, we hold on to things, but then we realize, okay, it's time to get rid of it. But even something as dated as those phone bills, it has my name, it has my information on it. I got this in the mail the other day. It's a proxy vote. It's already filled out for me, so it has my address and everything. So guess what happens? That junk mail, don't even open it up. Oh, this tax bill, just shred it. It feels great. And the thing is, worry about it another day. But more importantly, you're not worrying about your identity, your kid's identity, customer's identity, because it can go through what it needs to go through. I bring up customers because I was recently at my dad's office, and you know, I was making copies, and all of a sudden I had an extra copy, and I'm like, oh, it's personal information. I better just shred it. I turn right around, shredder's right there. 3 pages. 3 pages. That's so inefficient.
That's when it becomes a pain in the neck. But you and I, we had that shredder 10, 15, 20 years ago where you could only put a couple pages in. And God forbid there was a paper clip or a staple, it couldn't cope with it. Embassy, I mean, you know, the microcut, it's a powerhouse. It delivers.
Well, that's just it. The name brand delivers in and of itself. All the features, I just remind you some of the features. It has the casters, which is great, this pull-out bin. And if you have that smaller office, I know a lot of people are like, I don't have room for a trash bin and a shredder. What I do is I leave the drawer open. So then that's my waste bin. I have, you know, wrappers and cups, I throw it in there. When I want to shred, I just close the door and now I'm ready to catch it. Another thing you can notice, look how it's aligned. Embassy put hooks in here so you can put your liner and it hooks right in and it's not gonna fall down, so all of a sudden that was a dumb idea. We actually are giving you a liner, we're giving you a lubricant sheet with it's a care package, but also we're giving you software. And I wanna remind you, you're walking away with the shredder so you get that instant gratification to see it happen before your eyes, not with data technology, but with the latest. And then we give you a 4 software suite to really clean up your browsing history, to back up your hard drive. And this one's my favorite, a way to manage your identity on social media. Huge peace of mind, because yes, our identity is not just on the printed page, it's not just in that file box, it's in the closet, it's everywhere. So you're protected virtually, and then all that clutter and stuff we've been holding on to,
Get rid of it.
on the kitchen counter. Oh, look, this is a credit card offer, completely filled up. I'm not gonna open it up. I'm just gonna shred it. Done. Feels great.
You know, that's that kind of thing. The checks in there, somebody gets them. I mean, heaven knows what. We can't recommend it enough. Red is now the most limited. We have black, we have blue, we have silver, and we have that purple. Phil, thank you, sir.
Hey, my pleasure.
So good.
Fun night.
Stay right there for yours. Just before we sign off, I want to let you know our today's special is on fire. It is our holiday weekend, Black Friday, Cyber Monday laptop at the best price ever. We're doing it a little bit early this year, but it is the lowest price in our 40-year history. What you're looking at is a 15.6-inch touch screen, quad-core processor, Intel inside, high-definition screen with true HD webcam. If you're looking for colors, the Merlot is exclusive to us and very popular. Over 60% of all the orders were in it. We have silver, we have mint, we have blue, we also have that purple, and we have the red. All the colors are great. The gold is going to be, I think, now the first to sell out. So if you're looking for a new laptop for you or anybody in your family, this is one to definitely get. College, university, for Christmas, the holidays, just to upgrade, $399. Well, thank you for watching. I'll return tonight at midnight for Crafter's Companion. Before I sign off, don't forget the clocks go